Okay, I just finished reconciling everything. We're gonna get into it, but first, my name's Jen. I am a 37-year-old mama of two littles. I live in southwestern Ontario with my husband and obviously our kids. And our primary goal with budgeting right now is getting out of the credit card float. We use this program in front of you called We Need a Budget, or You Need a Budget, not we. I mean, we do, but You Need a Budget or YNAB. And yeah, pretty excited. Our age of money is at 5 days, which would be a drop from last time, but I paid the credit card off as early as I possibly could this month, even though it now is sitting here in the red. We don't have enough money assigned to this category, but I'm confident that we will be able to get out of this red before the end of the month. And I think paying off the credit card basically a week earlier, I would have probably paid it off today. Today's the 21st, it's due on the 28th. So normally I would have paid it off today, like waited to the last possible second. But I just decided to go ahead and pay it off as quickly as possible this month so that we could try and get this age of money, because we've been stuck at 6 days, 6 days, 6 days, 6 days, 2 days, and then 2 days back in September as well. So, well, we've been stuck at 6 days, our age of money at 6 days for a really long time. And I just want to get it up because I feel like our money is actually older than that. But that credit card payment, paying it at the end of the month is kind of just killing us. So that's what we did. Let's look at our overspend. My husband's paycheck still hasn't settled. So it has basically been a different amount almost every single week or every other week since the beginning of the year. And I'm hoping that it's going to settle soon because, I mean, thankfully it's been going up, but it hasn't settled. So this is our overspend. So the first one is that credit card payment. We put money towards our credit card payment that wasn't allotted to our credit card. And so it looks like it's overspent, even if it kind of isn't exactly. Gifts and giving. It is my son's birthday this month, so we spent some money on his birthday present. We also had already spent some money on his birthday shirt. And so actually no, this is exclusively his birthday present. We spent just under $100, which was 100% the plan. It came in $10 under budget actually, so this is great. We're just going to change that to 100, get this out of here so that that is funded. And then groceries and households, we will fund that in our weekly priorities. So let's jump into that. Tax-free savings account gets $300 every week. In April, that is going to be going up because instead of saving for our home insurance here in our main account, we're going to be saving for it in our tax-free savings account. So that will be going up in April, but first we need to pay the tax-free savings or the home insurance bill for this month. And then we have $170. This is our retirement savings. So it is partially my husband's RSP and my pension buyback that I'm currently working on paying back. So that's $170 a week. And then our mortgage is paid weekly. We pay $720 each week. We hit a pretty big milestone last week where we dropped under. Right now I'm tracking like every $1,000, and then $5,000 is like a mini celebration, and every $10,000 is a big celebration. So we crossed one of those $10,000 marks this week, and I was really excited about that. So yay! The change we made to gas, increasing it from $75 a week to $100 a week, is working. We have money left over right now. The Corolla didn't need a tank of gas last week, but it will need one this coming week. And then the SUV is filled up every single week. So $150, $160 is plenty. I think that will even get us to the end of the month. The Corolla should just need one more fill up. And then the Mazda also probably will only need one more fill up. Probably. So, and then like April 1st or April 2nd, it'll need to be filled up again, but probably we'll just have those 2 tanks of gas this month. And then our groceries, $350 a week for that. We're doing better. It is better than it was. However, we're still overspending every single week on our groceries. And so I'm going to be doing some deep diving into that this week and figuring out if I can, if the cost is coming down and I don't need to change it, or if the cost is not coming down and I do need to change it. So we'll hold there. And then $200 extra here, which still has me $12.75 or 45 cents. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the rest of the money from the life, and I'm just going to say from life. And then both of these together, I'm not adding any more money. If more is spent, which it probably will be, if more is spent, we will add more money to those next week. But right now, that looks good to me. Okay, we still have $90.70 to play with. And I think, actually, we have a little bit more than that. In here in our kids' activity, we signed my son up for hockey and then got him into a program that we've never done before, but because the program we normally do had a wait list. And then he got off of the wait list. And so the cost of the program, we were able to get almost a full refund for the other program. They do have like a policy where one specific fee that they charge can't be released back to us, but the other one was. So like all of the program fees, the club membership fees, the taxes, obviously all of that was refunded to us. It was just like the credit card fee or something like that. And so that gives us an extra $132 to work with. So let's see what we can fund here. $25 more, $25 there, $100 here, and $100 here. And now we're $26 short. So we're actually going to minus $25 from there. And I'm just going to add an extra $1.60 here. There we go. And then, so all of our sinking funds, with the exception of the home insurance, are funded. Our property tax is, we put $500 to this every month. And so 300, almost 350 has been, so we have another 250 that will go here next week to get that. We'll have another 150. Is that what it is? Actually, yeah. So it'll be another 150 that'll go there to hit that $500 mark. And then we need to fund this for $400. So that will give us $1,300 here for the home insurance payment that is coming. $350 here, $250 here. So we only have about $930 of additional expenses here, plus of course all of the weekly stuff. So, and one more undo. There we go. And then this payment, we're down to less than $600 remaining, which I'm not very worried about. $50 of this, like $43.99 of this, go away. $43.99 of this will go on the credit card. My cell phone is charged on our credit card. So that's $100 right there that goes on our credit card. We're going to need those 2 tanks of gas. So like $150 in gas will go onto the credit card. That's $250. We're going to spend like $300, $400 in groceries. So almost just like by itself, the groceries will take care of making sure that we have the money available for the credit card payment. So I'm not worried about that at all. And worst case scenario, we pull more money from this, and we just cover it with that spending, because we do have a line in our tax-free savings accounts, which I'm going to open up in a second. We do have a line in our tax-free savings account designated for home insurance and property tax if there's a shortfall. I'm hoping not to have to use it for the home insurance, but if we do, we do. So let me actually flip over to that budget, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have $300 to budget. 150 of it goes into our short-term savings, which are our frontline expenses, and then our property tax and home insurance. So $150 there. And then the other 150 will go towards our home maintenance goal of $10,000. And if you missed my last video, it is in the negative, almost $900 because of the market. And this, our long-term savings, so the emergency fund and the home maintenance, are held in market funds. Mine's an index fund, and my husband's is a type of mutual fund. just based on our risk tolerance and our understanding of the markets and a bazillion other things. That's where we've chosen to hold them. So there is ups and downs and variability, and currently the market, for us at least, is down, and that's why there's this big negative. It actually isn't down that much, but I only reconcile once a month, and so we're just waiting to the end of the month, and hopefully we'll get some of that growth and build back up. But yeah, so that is our tax-free savings. It is obviously very nice to have that fully funded emergency fund, and the frontline expenses, like unexpected expenses, I love this because this is where the money comes from if we don't know. So this is kind of like if you've ever heard of Dave Ramsey talks about that $1,000, like save $1,000 and then pour everything into your debt payment. This is our $1,000. It's $2,500, which is obviously a bit bigger. It's more than double the $1,000 that he recommends, but that's what this is for. It's very easily accessible for us, and if we can't pay for something, we really need the cash, we can get it within typically 24, sometimes it takes up to 72 hours, but we're okay with that. But it's very accessible. I don't even need to go to a bank. I just need to go online and I can transfer the money myself. And so we like having that money there. This is a little bit more tied up because it's in the market. If we need to pull it when the market's down, we would, but hopefully we can ride. We don't need to pull it when the market's down, and we can just like let that money sit there and grow on the market. But yeah, highly recommend having this buffer amount of money that you can pull from if there's expenses that you're not expecting and that you need to like cash flow quickly. So hope that this was helpful. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll be back next week with a brand new budget video for you.